Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Or whatever day it is for you watching this on YouTube. Oh, happy Thanksgiving. Right. You guys, I'm Canadian. Thanksgiving happened a long time ago. You guys are crazy. Just kidding. Happy Thanksgiving to all our American pals. That's a good day. Do you guys all have some nice meals? Are you guys allowed to conjugate? Congregate? Guys, I've already can't think of words. Okay, let's go, let's go. Welcome to an exciting paint night. At least I think it's exciting. It's Tay-Rex paint night today. Oh my gosh, the cadets have made it. Hey, this is a big deal. You guys wanted to do this a long time ago and we haven't seen you for a while. Love having y'all back. Couldn't miss this one. Hey, I love that. Justin, give us the hey-o. Thanks for the prop. Also, happy Thanksgiving to you, Canadian in American clothing. Do you guys see what I was trying to do there? And I felt just on to the next Grunge Mania, Dresden. Hey guys, you guys, Grunge Mania is the reason why we are doing Tay-Rex today. Because as you can see, wait here, this is an original. I actually have it right here. What am I doing? I have the original. My very first piece of fan art ever. My internet just hates me, hey? Well, that's just lovely. My very first piece of fan art I've ever received from Adam, who was part of our original paint nights back in quarantine, when I used to call them quarantine Thursdays. And I told a little story, just a casual little story, about how growing up I was called Tay-Rex often, not all the time, but often, because my hands just like to stay here like a T-Rex. Like if when I was a server for years, like here's my tray, here's my hand. When I paint, sometimes my hand goes there. When I run, my hands are here. When I snowboard, it's just... So that's where Tay-Rex came from. And Adam took that story and painted this beautiful masterpiece with my eyelashes, my pink bun, my glasses. I'm holding a little paintbrush in my little T-Rex arms. It's hilarious. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. It's behind, like it's on my little wall behind where I paint all the time. And big shout out to Adam. So thanks for that. And back in the day, literally every time I finished a paint night, people would be like, when are we painting Tay-Rex? And I'm like, you guys, I didn't even paint it myself. I don't even know how to paint Tay-Rex. Really? So we're just figuring it out today. I thought most people coming probably wouldn't know the Tay-Rex story. And maybe a good chunk of people out there probably don't want to paint a T-Rex with a pink bun, even though I judge you for it. I understand. Okay? So I thought, hey, I'll teach you how to paint a T-Rex, just like a good old T-Rex. It might be a little bit like, you know how I always say, it's easy, guys. This one's going to be just a little tougher. I'm not going to lie. I'm not trying to stress you out. You just need to know that going into it. Okay? Because what do we do here at Taytayski Studio? We trust the process, okay? So halfway through, your painting's gonna look weird as heck, as I like to say. Chicken Lady's here. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I saw your name too. We've got a lot of OGs today. I love it. Back to trusting the process. Halfway through, your painting and my painting and everybody's painting is gonna look weird. It's not gonna look like a T-Rex. It's gonna be a bunch of weird shapes, just like, oh, where am I going? Where's the camera? Look, just some circles and some rectangles, and we've got a freaking T-Rex. It's easy, guys, right? Easy. But your painting's not going to look like mine. none of ours is going to look the same. Halfway through, at the end, usually, I show what everybody's paintings look like. And it's a great time to see how everyone's are different. Like, no two T-Rex are the same, and that's cool. Dresden is introducing your daughter and her man to the process. Hello, Dresden's family. I love that. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys. Oh, thanks for sharing the channel with others. I love that. I just got a DM from another lady today, actually, who said that one of her friends pointed her into my direction of my paint nights on my page, and I love that. Bringing joy, as much joy as I can, okay? To forget about my problems too, you know, that's what we do here. Okay, what do? We trust the process. We can start with a pencil if you want to. If you at home are comfortable more holding a pencil, go for it. I'm not gonna stop you there. I would just suggest don't push too hard, okay? Really lightly when you do these pencil marks, because we want to paint over top of them, and if graphite gets dusty and all over your page, all of your colors will turn ugly. Sorry, it's the truth. As we paint, I only take out colors as we need them. I don't prep my whole palette out before we start. I think that makes it easier to waste paint. So we just take small amounts of paint when we need it. And last but not least, ask me questions, you guys. Even if you're not painting along and like maybe I explained something and you think it's weird, ask me about it. If I'm going fast, tell me. All the above of anything. If anything, just I take all critique. As you guys know, sometimes it's hard for me to like listen, read things, respond to you guys, teach, and go at a comfortable pace for everybody. So I will appreciate if you guys are like, hey girl, like pull her back a few. Just take a breath and slow down. Because that happens often, okay? Today I was early and like I wasn't running quick to get here at the nick of time. I was prepared today, so it's a good day. We'll see if I go off the rails as I usually do, but we're gonna try our best. Insidious Fire, good evening to everyone. Ooh, great to see that familiar username as well. You guys, we have so many lovely folks here today. And look who just snuck in here, good old Mustard Tiger with the rar. Are you gonna Kenzie, draw this T-Rex today. Please. Draw along. We would love to see. You're actually good at art and you don't give yourself... You're in a food coma? Okay, that's fair. Okay. Are we like ready to do it? I think we are good to go. Believe in yourself, you guys. No giving up halfway through. Okay? I don't accept that. We're all going to have a cutie T-Rex at the end. Not a cutie, a ferocious T-Rex at the end. And then up to you, last few steps, we'll turn it into me. If you want. Nothing wrong with that. Here's Insidious saying hers are going to be her T-Rex is going to be pink. That's awesome. I love that. That's, what was I just going to say? My brain stopped for a second. That's what I wrote on my Instagram. I said, pick whatever colors you want, as long as you have black and white. I'm going to do green, just so that it's as close to the original that we're looking at over here, of course, right? Like, I don't want to mess with the genius over here. But, like Insidious is doing, you guys, any color you want. Pick one color and grab some white, okay? So, like I said, I'm going to do green. I'm going to do some, where am I going? Oh, I have to come closer today. Oh. I'm using this color. Chromium oxide green, okay? Justin coming in with the uni for a happy Thanksgiving. You guys, I feel it. Just a terrible neighbor to your country. I totally forgot it was Thanksgiving for you guys today. Like I said, Thanksgiving is so like, it literally feels like it was so long ago. Blows my mind. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Whose Thanksgiving's the real Thanksgiving? I think that's the real question. Y'all can discuss. Dresden will probably be able to Google it. We need the Googler. Okay. I'm taking out some white. And I'm taking out some green. Justin just saying we had dinner like last year, but without me. Yeah, guys, that's actually cool. A year ago, I was in the States in California having my very first and only American Thanksgiving. I remember being like, I'll be back next year. Look where we are. Oh. About to drive home, no Googling. Okay. Hey, respect. Respect. I won't put that pressure on you. Okay, so everybody, y'all know the drill. If you're starting with pencil, cool, but I'm going to start with paint and teach everyone else how to start with paint. I personally think it's more fun to start with paint, but you do you, boo. I'm using a skinny little baby paintbrush, okay? Just my Alexa, I feel like it's just, we're just going to come over here. I got a new royalty-free playlist, you guys. Let me know if it gets weird. Okay, let's go. Sorry, whew, off track for a while there. So like we start all of our other paintings, we are going to go into, oh, you guys can't see it. Right here, into my water dish, and you're gonna scoop water with your brush onto your palette, little droplets or little pools, and you're gonna grab tiny little bits of that green. Does this bring you back, everybody who hasn't been here for a long time? You're gonna grab little tiny bits of green paint into that little pile of water until you get a chocolate milky consistency, okay? You don't want too much paint in there because it'll go on thick and chunky, and we're just doing a light, easy layer that we're gonna paint over. Wait, let me make, Ashlyn, thanks. Am I time-lapsing it? Yes, I've already started it. Past Taylors did it already. Beauty. Thank you. Okay. So if we look at our little post-it shape of our T-Rex, we are going to start with this circle. We're just going to plan where his head goes, okay? I know you guys, I'm on the ball today. Feels great to be organized. Okay, wow, my face is just, okay, good. Whew. We are going to put a circle where we want that T-Rex's head to go. But we're going to acknowledge the whole canvas because it's very, get me that little mouse out of there. It's very easy to paint too small or too big or something and not have room for all of your T-Rex. So acknowledge when we make this ball that he's going to have his snout or whatever, jaws of life have to go here. And the body isn't as stressful. If we have bigger head than the rest of the body, that's cool, I feel like. Learning how to do his head is probably the hardest part. So take a deep breath. Don't be stressed because there's no mistakes in painting. And let's just draw a circle with that chocolate milky consistency. Let's go here. And see how, like, when I do it, it's like I roll around a couple times. I roll around a couple times. I don't do it in one nice swoop. It's almost impossible. Not impossible, but almost impossible to make a perfect circle in one go. So since we have this chocolate milky watered down consistency of paint, it's okay if it takes you like a couple swipes to get the perfect shape. Because remember, we're painting right over this stuff. Especially because we're using acrylic paint. Acrylic paint can paint over itself. It dries quick. We're good. Alright, easy, right guys? We got a circle. Cool. And from that circle, we're gonna start his body. So we're going to acknowledge the circle, we're going to come down to the side, and we're just going to draw a line straight down. Oops, that was a little bit. See how much darker that line is to the line that I just did before? There's more pigment in there, less water. It's not bad, but realistically, yours can be way lighter than both of this. I have to do mine a touch darker just so that you guys can see it. But if this is like super, super thin and hardly visible for you, that's perfect. And same right here, just draw a line straight down. Easy. Right? Easy. Okay. Now, for the fun part. We're gonna make his mouth. And I did, for this paint night, you guys, I actually planned. Yesterday, I tried to draw it out a little bit because I know that it's a little bit more complex than other ones. So I drew it out like 6 times to try to find out what the easiest way to do it was. And I think I figured it out, so. We've got this weird little, like, cyanide and happiness shape. You could basically just do a little smiley face and it would be part of that cartoon. And we are going to, what are we going to do? Come to the bottom of this circle here. And we are going to paint a line. Straight down. Straight down. Good thing we're not doing a blind draw and Kenzie has to hear what I'm painting, or just listen instead of see, because that wouldn't have helped at all. An angle down. We're doing his, like, whatever, mouth. Chompas. And see how it's down here? It's a little bit lower than the neckline. Doesn't have to be that perfect, though. Not the end of the world. Again, this is just, if you're using pencil, keep using pencil. That's okay. Just very lightly. Don't push too hard. Because you can't erase on a canvas. Usually. You shouldn't even try. It usually messes everything up. But, so that's why I start with the watery paint. Okay. We've got a line down. Now, from this line, let's make his mouth open. Oops. Oops, not enough paint on there. How's that? Like a reverse beak. Let's see this music. Can you guys even hear it? No, we're not listening to... Now it's cyanide and happiness with flailing arms. It kind of is! Also, hello, Tech Narwhal. Happy Thanksgiving. I wish I ate that great meal. Now I'm like, what did I eat for dinner tonight? And I'm like, I didn't even eat dinner yet. So I'm like, I'm jealous of your guys' meals, but I haven't even ate, so we'll see. Maybe I should go get some turkey. Late night turkey. Oh, it's had turkey. Oh, right, this is the day that he gets. Oh, sweet pup, sweet pup. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Just imagined him. He's so cute. I just got distracted for a second. Okay, we've got a cyanide and happiness character with flailing arms. But we're gonna try to take it a step further and continue this dinosaur journey, okay? At the end of this top line up here, we're gonna draw another circle. And it has to go beneath. Just get that in there. See how it goes underneath this line? It's very important that that circle go underneath the line. Go get some turkey and hash brown casserole. What is a hash brown casserole? That sounds phenomenal. That sounds phenomenal. Darius, it's me. You mean, are you a T-Rex? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, guys, I don't know what hash brown casserole is. That sounds great. We have like mashed sweet potatoes with like brown sugar and what, walnuts on top? Walnuts? No, that's not right. Maybe actually, I don't remember. Okay. I honestly feel like I didn't even have Thanksgiving this year. What did we do? Anyway, I'm just getting off track. Sorry, guys. Back to the T-Rex. We've got a cyanide and happiness character with flailing arms catching a ball. At the moment. Ours is like a different month. Ours is like in October. Or like isn't it like the first weekend of October or something? I don't even know. I just remember it was a long time ago. Okay, we've got the circle. Perfect. You know nothing about Canada? That's your school system's fault. We have to learn a lot about America. It's weird to me that you guys don't know anything. You never share your Halloween month. Yeah, but you guys have like Thanksgiving and then also it's like Christmas right away. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, it doesn't really, I guess it's not like they planned the holidays around the convenience or anything. But okay, back to the T-Rex. Justin, Canadian Thanksgiving in the fall is the best time. Yeah, like so like cozy and scarves and pumpkin spice lattes. And pumpkins for pumpkin pie. Like, it just makes sense. Just makes sense. Chicken lady coming in with the igloos. Yeah, I am currently in my Canadian igloo. Let's go next here. White girl answers the chat. And we ride moose to school. You guys kill me. I love it. There's more Canadians here today. Usually there's more Americans, but today it looks like Canadian. Probably because all the Americans are with their families. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, sorry people painting T-Rexes. We've got a couple circles, and now we're going to attach this circle to make that, like, T-Rex, like, schnoz. Okay? And the best way to do that, I do at least, is to kind of follow around the outside of that initial circle you drew, and then you're going to come down and come right back up. And see how we've added that together and now it's kind of making the shape of that T-Rex and schnoz. Let's put that there. Where'd my water bottle go? I love, Justin, how you say not full on winter while you live in California and their winters is not winter. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Picking up what you're laying down. Okay. Back to our T-Rex. Where are we at? We are going to draw his eye socket. I love how I keep calling it a he, even though it's supposed to become me, but anyway. We're going to draw just a circle. It's going to look like it's supposed to be my glasses, but it's not right now. It is just the eye socket of where we're going to pop that dinosaur's eyeball. Okay. Which is pretty cool. How this T-Rex comes together. I was like, I was nerding out on this one. I was like, this is fun. The shapes are cool. Okay. Just looking at it quick. You can also do another little bump right beside it to show his back eyeball. Brow. Brow? Yeah. That works. Okay. Now, we still are using that chocolate milky consistency. We're still using whatever color you want your dinosaur to be. And we're going to come down from the head here, and we're just going to pop right back out the side. So we basically build a triangle on the outside here. Slowly but surely, the T-Rex prevails. Okay, wait, what side of my neck is it? Oh yeah, this side. So does anyone go to the chiropractor and get, like, scraped, it's called, I think, with those, like, it's like a metal, it's almost like a bone knife, if that makes sense. And they, like, scrape your tight muscles, and if you show up red, it's like, grassed it, Michelle, here's the pro, literally your field. I look like I literally have hickeys, like I'm a young degenerate. Oh, and I'm just frozen on that thing. And my whole back is like it. He's like, girl, your neck's broken. I'm like, good thing I don't leave my house so no one can see. Okay. It looks like a Muppet now. He kind of does look like a Muppet. He'll get scary soon. Don't worry. Okay. So we're building that body. Do you, like, see it coming together? You thought it was a hickey? You guys all saw it and thought it was a hickey? I swear it's not. I can show you my back too. It's everywhere. That's hilarious. Says Justin. Stop. Tender Bear comes in with a happy Thanksgiving. This is where I have you guys around. That's why I should change it to Happy Thanksgiving. Just boycott everything as my own. Oh, and Acid's in here, you guys. Thanks, all you sweet Americans coming here on your holiday. Love that. Okay, let's get to business. We've got a Muppet to turn into a T-Rex. Michelle, you can also get hickeys on your back, I guess. But I swear it's not. I swear. So, let's keep building up this guy. We are going to draw a line straight down from our triangle here. Whoop, whoop. That's a fabulous T-Rex. Tender Bear, it's a Tay-Rex right here. This one is a Tay-Rex. And that is the inspiration of the day. We'll be starting with the one on the top, but then we're going to add some glam, some pink buns, some glasses, some eyelashes. And it'll be an even more fabulous Tay-Rex, am I right? Okay, we've got the line down here, right? And from there, we're just going to draw a line exactly parallel of the first mouth line. This song's like a kid's song, it sounds like. Okay? And from here, oops, that's a little close. No, it's not. Do the first one. At the end of our line, you're going to draw another line. But see how it goes over the lip a little bit? That's important. Look at them coming together. This song makes me feel like we're on PBS right now, okay? No swearing. Only positivity. As I push up my glasses with my middle finger. I'm sorry, that was not intentional. Okay, so we've got the bottom jaw with just a couple lines, right? Why does this not sound royalty free? It wasn't, that's why. Okay. Now, from this line that we made that goes over the chin line, see how we're gonna just bubble it to kind of make that jaw? Do, do, do. Again, you guys, when I don't hear stuff from you, I assume that we're going good. Because again, I feel like this one's a little more technical than ones we've done before, but I think it's going okay. I think it's going okay so far. So we've got that line down, and remember how these are just, everything we're doing is just placements to help us lay everything out. So that line was just to help us with the angle, but now we can use it to follow, to make sure that we're going in the same direction. So see, we came down and we're just following that line just to kind of shape out that, how his jaw goes. You're keeping up surprisingly. See, okay, good. Like I said, when I say that it's a little more difficult to start, I don't want you guys to be like stressed and not do it. I just mean like, you might just have to like pay a little more attention. But maybe when it's more hard, I like try even harder to make it easy. So maybe I should pick harder ones. I do think that people get intimidated by some of the paint, like the pictures, and don't think they can do it. So I hope that doesn't happen all the time. But see how we did that? That's kind of cool. We've got his jaw started, and now we show that shape of his mouth. And we're going to do the same thing up at the top. So if we look at the T-Rex, oh wait, ooh, where's my hand? Right here, the top T-Rex. when we're looking at him, we can see the inside of the back of his mouth, right? You can see his teeth, but you can still see the other side of his mouth. And that's why this circle was so important to go over the edge, because that circle is going to help us make that point. That point, that shape, that place. So we're going to come up above the line that we drew, right? We have the line. It comes up to here. We're going to come right above it. We're going to draw a line straight across. And then we're going to come down, same as the other side, like following our line, right? We made a line out. We came down. We're following this angle, but going a little bit off of it because we're shaping his face. And bring it over our line a little bit and come right back down. See how that T-Rex is building? Oh my gosh. I haven't even seen yours, you guys, but I feel a lot of I am a kindergarten teacher. Lots of cool, great T-Rexes are coming. Okay. See what we did there? And now you can kind of see what how this circle, like what its purpose was. Because we're going to put some big old teeth over top of that and some big old teeth down there. Ooh, lassie. Okay. That was a little bit more of a complex line. I'll give you a minuto. And then we're going to just kind of start adding on to this bod down here. This dad bod. I can go faster? Okay. You don't gotta tell me twice. Alright. We've got the jaw. We've got the top jaw. Now we're starting to draw the rest of the body. So we're gonna come a little ways out. So see where we drew the first original line to plan where we're making that body. We're gonna come over here a little ways out. And we're going to draw a line straight down, kind of making another triangle. See the triangle there? Okay. And then just for our sake of knowing where all the shapes are, we're going to draw another line straight down right here. And see, that's another triangle as well. We went to the bottom of the mouth crease. All the way to the bottom of that triangle that we just made. Now we're going to draw just a little bump. Oh gosh, you guys, T-Rex bodies are so easy. I cropped it in a way that's going to be very easy for us to do. But, like, where'd the original go? Where's the original Tay-Rex? Oh yeah, I guess it's on the screen. No. As you can see, in one hand, just holding a little paintbrush. Don't think I'm going to forget that at the end. So we've got a little bump. And then this is literally just matching up. This is the rest of his body, or her body, or whatever you want. We can draw a leg if you want. We don't have to. I think I made it a little bit bigger than the picture we're looking at the top here, but... Oh, I guess my little hand right... Oh. Right here. Beep. All these cameras are confusing for me. Okay. Now, let's come up here and add a part. Just a lovely circle. Because that is where... I guess that bump does look like an Adam's apple, Ashlyn. Yeah, it does look like an Adam's apple. That's actually his shoulder. But right now it does look like a mean old... It's not a Duma. It does look like a big old Adam's apple. What's hilarious is that this is like its whole body and its little arms are just going to make it look so funny. Now that you're imagining it as its whole neck, just right now, we're going to change it into some skinny little arms. So from that shoulder circle that we did, we want to do a bean. We've brought back the bean science. One bean and you got an arm. No, it's just kidding. 2 beans and you'll have an arm. 1 bean and you have a bicep. That's just a muscle, but y'all know what I'm saying. Thanks for always including legumes in your lesson. Thanks, Kenzie. I believe it's important. Eat your greens, everybody. Beans, eggs, and circles is really all that this guy is. Okay, and from that bean, we are gonna nest this next bean right in the bottom of this circle. Because, like, imagine that we're, like, drawing his elbow, right? So let's just do a long bean and see how they overlap, like, perfectly in this spot. Check that elbow out, though. Okay. Whoop. And then for his 2 little claws, they're literally also just beans. There's a bean and there's a bean. So funny. Even if you made him a little fat, we can thin that out later, but he's also gonna have nails on the end of that, but we can do those later as well. There's little triangles out the bottom. There's a little arm. So cute. And again, we're still using that watered down consistency paint or a pencil very lightly. Very lightly. Okay? And remember, this is his other shoulder, so realistically his other arm would be coming out of it. But we won't see the top half, so we're just like, imagine this bean is going to be this whole space, right? Like it's coming out of that shoulder, but you don't really have to draw that in. And then another bean. And 2 more arms. Check that out. The Majestic T-Rex, a fierce predator reduced to bean claws. These teeth are going to be bean teeth too. You just wait. When I was looking at this picture, I'm like, their teeth aren't even sharp, man. That would be even worse to get ripped apart by one of those guys. Their teeth are just like this. Just a bunch of knuckles. Scotty likes beans, don't you, Scotty? I literally just watched. Which one's? Goldmember and the one before it. Man of Mystery, or is that the first one? Love Austin Powers. Oh my god! Oh my god! No, what is... Scotty likes beans, don't you, Scotty? You're right. You're right. Why was I thinking of... What does Scotty like? Dr. Evil's son is Scotty. And doesn't he say, like, Scotty something, don't you, Scotty? Right? Or am I wrong? This is where I go downhill, apparently, of the day. I was going strong and now failed. Okay. You son of a... Billy Madison's literally my favorite movie, so that's another reason why. She's devastated. It's because Austin Powers is more fresh in my mind, okay? Stop. Okay. Before we start coloring stuff in there, we're going to add a couple more little detailed items, okay? Step 1 is we are going to start making that, like, mouth opening... I don't know, that skin part in there. Like, what is that? And we're just going to come straight down from the middle of his eye. We're going to come straight down. And we are going to draw a line kind of curved. Could be straight down. It's kind of curved a little bit like this way. I believe it's called a mouth flap. Everybody get to the mouth flap part of today. And then guess what? With these sneaky shapes, we already have the other mouth flap on the other side from that big old circle that we drew, right? So, all we have to do is just make it go in the right direction. So instead of it going in the angle of the circle. We want it to go the opposite way. So following that line, let's just make a little line going outwards a little bit. See what I did there? I know there's just a lot of lines and craziness right now, but I promise you, it's all gonna come together. Oh, my knees are broken. Okay. Is that all we're gonna do? No, we're gonna do one more thing. We are going to come to the almost edge of this eye socket hole that we were talking of earlier. And he's gonna look like a funny little cartoon character right now, but we're just gonna do a circle right there as well. He's like a Kermit the Frog T-Rex at the moment. But realistically, we've got a T-Rex here, folks. I think. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. We're going to play with these when we fill them, color them in. He can have another little bump as well on that head of his. And we're going to draw like little spikies, but realistically we can color that in as we go. That doesn't have to be a step. Okay, I think we are ready to start coloring in these guys. Okay? Yeah, okay. Pencil people, put down your pencils. Get rid of them. Everybody else who's already painting, let's get a bigger paintbrush, okay? You can use a square one if you want. You guys know that I like the square brushes personally. You can use a pointed one. Big brush energy is right. Also, keep in mind, play it by ear, what your canvas is. Like, if you're painting a lot smaller, like, don't use as big of a brush as me. If you're painting way bigger, use a bigger one. I just highly suggest don't use the super, like, use the biggest one you got. That's appropriate. I just wouldn't try to color everything in with, like, a paintbrush this size, you know? It's so funny, I, like... I'm not petty, but I can be petty. When I just like see some like painters videos where like they have this tiny little brush and they're just trying to color in this whole big thing, and I just feel so bad for them. I'm like, you're just taking so long. Like, just get a big brush and just one, you know. But yeah, you're right. Hey, maybe people like the meticulousness of it, but I can't do it. Don't worry, guys. It's not like I comment and tell them how to do it. Because there's no right or wrong way. Justin, yeah, Justin. Yeah, schlob it on. Thanks, you guys. You're just you're real fans. I appreciate you. Okay, let's get to business. So now they just want the precision. I know, see, you know, I'm just being a judgmental jerk. The size queen over here. I'm just saying. Make it a little bit easier on yourself. That's all. Different strokes for different folks. Tender Bear, that's a good one too. Okay, now on our palettes here, we are using we don't want that water, chocolate, milky consistency anymore. We want more paint than water. But you still want water on your brush to work it in a little bit. But as I'm saying this, I feel like I'm just doing a disservice to Adam because he painted this whole thing dry brush, which means not much water. And we fight about it all the time. Just kidding. But I feel like you did it in defiance of the wet brush. So I feel like we probably should be dry brushing on here a little bit. We'll get to that. But Adam goes in dry, I see. So guys, I hope it's a plus 17 show today. Let's see how she goes. Okay. We've got our paintbrushes. They're locked and loaded with more paint than water, but a little bit of water in there, okay? And we are going to start by filling in the dark spots of our T-Rex. So the best way that I always tell people to acknowledge that is to squint at the T-Rex here. Up on this top one here, and when you squint you can see where the darkest areas are. It should help you be able to just like blend out the values. And other than the colors in his mouth, because we want their mouth to be reddish, pinkish reddish. But to people painting them pink will make your mouth red. We are going to start just like, yeah, slobbing that paint on. So we're going to go around that eyeball. We're going to fill that back one. Is this technical skills you learned in school? Yeah, duh. Squint. I'm actually not even lying. I did learn to squint at things at school. That's what you learn in art school, you guys. You pay the big bucks, okay? So I'm going to go through and I'm going to start just filling in some dark spots. Like I said, he is like a scaly, gross creature. It's totally okay. If you don't paint in the same direction, like if you paint kind of in a bunch of different directions, if you don't stay consistent with your brush strokes, because you kind of want that like rough look, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, I just have to respond to this text quick. Okay, cool. My optometrist watching this? Oh, I know. They're like, that's why you're cross-eyed. Okay. See how I'm going down here and I am adding spots where all the darker pigment is, or not pigment, values is. Okay. And see, now we're kind of like nicely covering up some of those messy lines we have. Looks like a supervillain mustache. Oh my gosh, it kind of looks like yeah, it does. Like Luigi-esque. Or Waluigi, maybe, I guess, if we're talking evil. Right here we can get some. Wah! Yeah. Exactly. Oh my god, I love that. Okay, remember you guys, it doesn't have to be green like Insidious is making hers is pink. You can make it any color you want. But right now we're just using the straight out of the tube color that you've chosen, so it is at its darkest, and we're going to start adding some whites and white into it to kind of start showing a difference in value. Okay. Who's to say Mario's not the evil one? He stomps on turtles. Respect. You know what? Respect. And he likes it. That's probably the worst part. Okay. Sorry. Just got distracted by a text message. Okay, so see how it's like pretty messy? Like I ain't worrying too much about being careful. We're going in all the shadowy parts. Little Taytayski there, long primate. Sweet. The long primate. Kenzie's still here too. Just a long primate. Good to see ya. Painting myself as a T-Rex, so I've changed forms today. Wouldn't want to turn this into an existential discussion on if Mario is evil. Hey, it's a good topic, if you ask me. Unless we're listening to like some like Top Gun music or something. Okay, you guys, if you found my old YouTube, I wonder what it is. I have to find it. When I was learning like motion graphics in art school, I made a video of like I animated the whole thing and drew all the characters of like old school Super Mario, and then like made somebody, like it came into real life, like he was dreaming about being Mario, and then in his real life he became Mario as a plumber. And it's poorly done, but it's classic and hilarious. I'll have to find the link somewhere. Okay, here's these little T-Rex arms back there. See how I'm painting the back arm dark green? because it's in the background, so we want it to be seen further away. This arm at the front is going to be lighter. And let's add a little bit of dark down here. How's it going, everybody? Let me see, did somebody just send? Let me see. Why is my internet being weird? You have issues placing realistic shadows on your sketches. How can you get better? That is a tough, like with pencil, are we talking? Pencil sketches? Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, you're killing it. Guys, I'll show. I don't know why it's not showing up on my computer right now. Here, let's take a peeky at this one. She went ahead a little bit and got double the greens in there. So she's kind of ahead of the game, which we're going to do right now, where she put that light green. You can do that too. If you don't have multiple colors of greens, you can just use white like I'm about to here. But if you have like a lime green and a dark green, like you can make that nice blending in there. Yeah, nailing it. It's beautiful. But for RCV, that's tough. I'm just such a reference-based artist that I just am so strong on looking at the image that you're looking at. But if you're drawing it out of your head, that's different. I'll have to think about that one a little bit. All right, everybody, going in there with those dark shadows. Now we're just going to start adding a little bit of white to your color, whatever color you're using. Ashlyn's getting into the Thanksgiving leftovers already. Jealous. We didn't even get any at all. And you're already going for seconds? Just kidding. I'm just jealous. I want some of that hash brown beauty that you're talking about. Sounds like heaven. All right. And now same thing. We're going to go. You can have more water on your brush to blend it through a little bit. But we're basically going through some of these spots and adding a little dimension to our guy. So like we just saw on the girl who sent hers in, she probably, I could be wrong, but just assuming, she probably painted the bottom lime green and then put the dark on top, which is also an option to go for as well. You can do that too. There's really no, sure did, perfect. There's no right or wrong way to do it. That's usually how I teach them in these classes. I always try something a little different today. Okay, now is the fun part. Like with all this paint on your brush, like you can start going in, like see my paintbrush is dirty still, like it's loaded with paint. I'm gonna go just right into my pure white just to get some more light on there. And then go back into some of these other spots. I'm still squinting at my picture to see where these lighter spots are. Greetings from the Bahamas. There's someone else I'm jealous of. Greetings from Canada. Jealous of you, Bahami. What? How do you say someone from the Bahamas? Like if I'm a Canadian, someone from the Bahamas is a Bahamian? Do we know? Do we know? I don't know. Bahaminian. A Bahaminian. That just makes me think of Despicable Me minions. Okay. A Bahamian. A Bahamian. I like that. Alright, back with our T-Rex here. We are just going to be slobbing on. Like, so I'm going to bring it close for you to see. No rhyme or reason, really, to the directions of it, because we want it. We're going to put some splatter on this baby, so we want it to be rough and tough around the edges. But one thing that I will say to try to follow, we got to make those big, like, horny things on his head. I don't know how to say it. But we're just going to draw some little half circles. It looks great. Oh, thanks. I earned a follower. A Bahamian follower. It's an honor and a privilege. Welcome, yeah, to the Stewed. Theo. Okay, guys, I'm going to bring this close up. Don't worry. But see how I just basically painted little backwards C's? Just getting bigger as they go. In a lighter color, showing that dark green underneath. Oops. Let's get that out of there. And same thing, like you can do a couple little C's up here going up. It's okay if you go over top the original shape we did, because they are like, they pop out of his face like that. See how they go over just a little bit? Check that T-Rex out, you guys. Love painting. My grandma used to also. Runs in the fam. My grandma too. My grandma's the only person in my family and another cousin who are artistic. So I think I got it from my grandma. Okay, and see how we have this dark rim, right? Where we painted those lips. I'm going in with my lighter green, and same thing, like I'm just gonna do some little rectangles all the way down. They can be little circles if you rather. I like rectangles, whatever you want. And Bahama Boy, every Thursday we do paint nights on here. So if you want to paint along with us, we paint something different every week. I never know what we're going to paint until Sunday, I usually decide. Okay. Yeah, I always just whip it out of my butt, what we paint. Okay, okay. What else are we doing here? We're filling in all these white spots. And just because we started adding white into our green doesn't mean that we have to, like, we can't go back into the dark green and start adding more dark into there. Right, go back into with your darker color and add some more dark spots in there. Long time no see. Low-key dub. I think you're in a happy Thanksgiving. I want to paint food again. I enjoyed watching those. Would love to try it live. Ooh, the food were good ones. That's a good call. I liked the food. Hello, young savage. How you doing? Okay. T-Rex queen. Heyo. You know, ain't too bad. Now let's fill in this bottom jaw here. And hey, realistically, I'm just kind of being very simple with colors because I didn't really tell you guys to bring multiple. So you decide, like, if you want to make his jaw and chest like a more yellowy color, go for it. Haven't seen since last year. Still doing excellent. Still painting along, of course. Yes. It has been a long time, actually. You're right. It has been forever. I just hit my 1-year streaming anniversary in October. Right? Yeah, it was. Okay, guys, as you're still putting the colors down, keep squinting at this T-Rex here on the side, right? Where's my hand? Right? Like, it'll help you filling in some spots. Like, see how his back is a lot lighter? Fill that baby in. Can't wait to do this one this weekend when you have more time. Mystified Pear, perfect. Yeah, I think it's going good. I'm pumped. I didn't know if it was going to be hard, but it looks like it's going great. Did you see the thing where dinos could have had hair and we wouldn't know? Yeah, hair or feathers or something too, right? I think dinosaurs are so cool. Okay, what time is it? 9:05. Okay, I think I'm still doing okay. And I'm still going between dark green to light green. Just imagine him with a mullet. That's hilarious. He's gonna have a pink bun. Are you kidding? And we're just filling in the spots. A mullet? It would be funny with him with a mullet, wouldn't it? It still blows your mind that they were real. I know, it is crazy to think about. Okay. Remember, I'm still just using more paint than water, but I am using water to pull the paint around a little bit. Sorry, I always jump around so much. That's just my brain and how I paint. But I realize people following along are like, girl, what are you doing? Okay, that's filled in. Okay. Realistically, I guess I say it sometimes too, like the light is coming in this painting from this side, from kind of back, like pointing on him like this. So that's why these back parts are lit up more than this side like we usually do. So that's why when I'm painting his arm here, see how it's darker on the left side of the bean and lighter on the other side of the bean? That's on purpose. That's important. Ashlyn talking about aliens. Hopefully Kenzie's not here. She's scared of aliens. We don't talk about them in her presence, okay? I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure she, like, E.T. was a horrible, like, it scarred her as a child. And I like having E.T. painting in here. From a cutie little, I don't know why I said little. This cutie artist from Memphis, Tennessee. Her name's Nat Coop. I would follow her. Let's see. Circle bean science, hard to keep a straight face and drive, but it's okay. T-Rex with a mustache. I guess he kind of does have a mustache right now. We don't want that. Okay. You can add some more light in there. Okay. That's a T-Rex, you guys. Okay, I'm not going to stress too much because it's okay if it's pretty messy at the moment. Black is going to really bring it together. But first, we're going to splatter this baby, okay? So that we get that splatter and texture down, and then we'll paint more on top to, like, clean it up, okay? It's splatter time. So I'll teach you how to do it both with a brush and with a toothbrush. Toothbrush, a brand new toothbrush, you guys. You know I've been using the same one for like 6 years. But I am going to splatter a light green, like basically white onto him, okay? Yeah, the other one was retired. Last time I tried to paint with it and it just like started fuzzing out and like all this, yeah, it was terrible. I think it was on a paint night too and it just didn't want to work. So the way that we do our, but yeah, retired right to the garbage can. I should have framed it actually. It's like, this started my career. To do splatter, the difference is not, I mean, it's not that much different than the first step that we do. Like you're scooping water into whatever color you want to do. But we want it to be almost a little bit more watery than chocolate milk, like just a touch. Okay? And remember, you guys, like I say always, you gotta use some type of protection when you splatter. Okay? I can't even say it with a straight face. You need to put newspaper or something around. Because every time that I teach someone new splatter, they're always just like, you got, like, there's like paint everywhere. I'm warning you now. Because I forget to warn you guys usually. 17 plus, I know. Okay? And I always say stay like a hangs loose away. Maybe a little closer because I have child-sized hands. And you're going to just flick the brush of your paintbrush. And I'll bring it close so that you guys can see. Oh yeah, you guys, the paint splatters on my walls, the paint splatters on my like blinds. But I live in an apartment and they just like repaint the buildings always. They repaint the rooms always, so I'm not really too stressed about the splatter on the wall. I have like crappy tablecloths on the ground. I've never been in a studio for this long. So my tablecloth floors are like dying on me a little bit, but I at least protect the floor. Okay, so that method with the paintbrush, see how we've got that like sporadic splatter everywhere? It's giving him texture. It's giving him life. How's my laptop now, Ashlyn? I never get the paint fully off of it. It just like annoys me one day and I try to like get some off and then I just give up because I just splattered all over it again as we spoke right now. When it comes to the toothbrush method, literally the same. Like just dab your toothbrush in that watery concoction that you just made. And I always say to like use it like you like use it like a gun. You just like direct the splatter. Oh, that was a lot. That's okay. Ooh, nope, toothbrush. I can't even handle the power. I'm trying to be a little more condensed with the splatter on his chin and on his like chest and stomach because that kind of is usually, they're usually more scaly there, but not really a big deal. Splatter is splatter, so. Okay. Next step's gonna be black. Everyone take a small amount of black while you're splattering and letting your splatter dry. I'm not going to go to the next step right away because we need the splatter to dry a little bit. But everybody take black out onto your palettes and make sure you don't take out too much. It's a powerful pigment. It takes over the world, which is a great thing. It just, I always take out too much black and I waste so much of it because a little goes a long, long way. And then hopefully these next couple steps won't be too long. Get red out too. Sorry. Whatever color you're going to make his mouth and tongue and such, get that color out. I'm going to get just a good old red, like a pyrrole crimson is what I'll be using today. As we are back to PBS. So we have black, we should still have a little bit of white, and we have red now on our palette. Okay? Not allergic to this one? No. Now I just like get confused on all of them. Because last time I said the wrong color. It's cadmium. Yeah, no, I'm not. It's not crimson. You're right. That's what I did last time. I'm allergic to cadmium, not crimson. But watch there be like cadmium in here anyway. What can you do? Artist allergic to paint, just what you want. Okay. Oops. Again, not a huge stressor if you're still splattering or if your splatter's not dry. It's not the end of the world if you aren't painting along right now. This second, it's an easy step. I'm using a medium-sized brush. And to my red, I'm going to add the tiniest touch of black ever. Because like I said, black will take over any pigment. So the tiniest little touch. And you should get like a dark like wine. Like a Merlot. Or something. Does it just look black to you? Yeah, it does. What about if I put it on my hand? See that? It's a little, like it's red, but it's a little bit darker. So let's just fill in that back mouth part. All right. See how that worked there? That's nice. And we're gonna fill in. I thought of how to draw it for you, but I didn't think of how to paint it for us, so we'll figure it out. So we're gonna draw that dark red in here as well. Your husband is in love with my bear painting, by the way. Are we talking that glittery bear? The party bear? I love how many people are so pumped on him. I love him too. I'll show you guys if we have time. It's 9:15. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'll show you guys some of my work. The show that they were supposed to be in just got canceled today, actually. Sadly. Our province went into new restrictions where events aren't allowed. So we were literally supposed to bring all of our art and work on Sunday. And we found out today it's canceled, which is sad. But that means I think I might bring it to, I don't know yet. They want to postpone the show, but it's really tough because all this stuff was made for like people for Christmas presents. And a lot of us rely on this income of this big December show. So I might do like an auction or something on my Instagram, or I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'll show you guys some at the end. Okay, we've got that dark red, right? That's nice. Now let's be crazy and just do one little swipe of dark red right there. You're gonna be like, Taylor, what? Look, it's basically a little triangle. It looks like a little wave. Is COVID still a thing in Canada? I think USA is going to go on lockdown again. Oh yeah, COVID's still a thing up here. Like I said, we just went in our province which is equivalent to a state for you guys, just went into a little bit more stricter lockdowns. That means big paint groups again. Exactly. Yeah, you guys. Thursdays are back in full force. Okay, now we're still going back to that mouth. Or how's the speed now? Am I just cruising along too fast? Because I always look at the time and then I panic. A Tiger King Part 2. Yeah, that's true. I heard Carol Baskin has his zoo now. I think she owns it. Okay, I'm going in with just red now. There's no black on my brush. It's just red. And I'm going to go into this mouth flap that we spoke of earlier. And I'm just going to draw, swipe. See how I'm going in lines? I'm conscious of the direction of the brush stroke. Following the shape of that little mouth. She does own it. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. And we're also going to fill in this space right here with red too. Look at them coming together. I've only got a couple, everything's going well, so I hope that is still how it's going for everybody. And then depending on what you like, some people like to work wet on wet, some people don't. But you can go into your red that is wet already on there and add a little bit of white onto your brush. And you can go straight into there again and just start swiping some lighter lines. Or you can wait for it to dry and just mix a lighter color. That also works too. Alrighty then. Just a little bit of red and white on that crazy tongue. Some of you might want to use a thinner brush when you do those mouth lines, like so that you can actually make like little thin lines if you want to, depending on how high detail you want to go. How's that? You guys, I can't wait till we get those teeth in there. It's literally the best part. So while that red dries, it is time for us to paint our background. And then we're gonna basically go in with some black outline and teeth, and we're done. Until you want to make it a Tay-Rex, of course. I literally just poured water all over my... Just a wet t-shirt contest today. Drinking problem more so, yeah. All right. So when it comes to a background, it's whatever you guys really want the background to be. Obviously in the original Tay-Rex, it's blue. Do I have a nice blue that I can do that for? Oh, my knee. I feel like I have to stay true to the orig. You can paint the background black. You can paint it whatever color you want. I'll do it blue. I'm using a Prussian blue. For those of you who care. Because I know there's some of yous. And I know it always seems weird that I do backgrounds not last, but not first. I'm using just a big old pointed brush. Whoop. And you want more paint than water, unless you're dry brushing. And I just like to come up to the line as close to. Sometimes I like to leave a little bit of a white space, but you can also take this time to clean up some of your edges. Like, let's just say, for example, my hickey keeps getting it. Was it this one? I know, you guys, I'm sorry. It's not a hickey, I swear. To all you new people in here. Oh, hello. I can't say your name. Redna? Thank you. Little old T-Rex here. What was I just saying? Sorry, I got distracted. The hickey comment distracted me for a second. You can take time to clean stuff up. So, like, imagine you want his neck to be a little bit thinner. Like, with your background color, you can just cover up the spot that you wanted to erase, right? And kind of clean that up. It does the work for you. But I always just find it's best when you do backgrounds to come up close to, but not touching your T-Rex or your shape of your image, whatever you're doing, right? See how I'm doing a nice, like, line close up? And then you can get crazy if you want, like, to get messy in the background and be a little bit sporadic with it, but you've already made that clean line coming up to your shape, so it's easy to be a little more free with your paint. Start slobbing it around, right? That's what we like to do over here. And it's up to you. Do you want to paint it smooth? You don't have to paint it crazy. I like to paint it crazy because I'm crazy. Right? You can paint it watered down so it's like drippy. Like, do you guys want some drips in there? That's just by adding more water to your brush. Like, I don't know, maybe you want some cool drips. That's always fun. You can paint it smooth to the edge if you want. You can, like, whatever you want. The world's your oyster. I like a good drip. Schwab is still the top research in Google search. It's catching on. Yeah. I think my next step is I have to make merch that says Schwab. Just kidding, my momager won't let me do it. Okay. I think Justin has said no to that more than once. Okay. So we've got that bottom part down. Now I'm going to keep doing the same thing up here. No fun, Justin, no fun. I know. He's not even here to defend himself right now. He's at Thanksgiving dinners. Kenzie won't either, though. I'll call her out, too. You hear me, Kenzie? She was the one who brought to my attention that schlob is not... What? Was. Not is. Was. An inappropriate word. Just being wet blankets. Pool noodles. Guys. Just kidding. Just berating them when they're not here. It's funny because like I said that last time too, when we had Taylor and we were playing games. Like I'm not like a super competitive person, like seriously, but I love to like when we're playing games to like beat the other people, right? And be like jokingly like competitive, like I want you to lose. And then here I was with Justin and Kenzie, and both of them were just like so. I was like cheering for Justin losing or something. He's like, "Well, that's rude," and I was like, "I mean, I just come off as the crazy competitive one. I don't know." How those backgrounds going, you guys? It's a game. Competition is everything. See, thank you. Dan and I even have, it's funny because I like to talk about it because it's hilarious, but we haven't filled it out truthfully in a long time. But for 1 year for Christmas, I got Dan, because Dan and I, when we play against each other, are like disgustingly competitive. Like, Dan needs to lose. And vice versa. And it's so funny, he always, like, with my parents, he'll always be like, I love your daughter, but when we play games, I just have to beat her. But so 1 year for Christmas, I got like a metal, like this pretty whiteboard. It's like a metal whiteboard, and I like deckled like Tay and Dan on it with a line down the middle. And for like a couple of years, every single thing we did, whether it was a game, whether it was a video game, or like we're playing cards with the family, and even though it's like first to fifth, as long as like I was above him, I'd get a notch on the board. Or like there was one time there was a show, I thought it was like Tommy Lee Jones, but it was like Billy Bob's what's his name. And I was like so set that it was like Tommy Lee Jones, and Dan was like so sure it was the other guy, and I said, I bet you a notch it's this guy. And then we googled it and I was wrong, so when we got home, Dan got a notch on the board. So the competition's real. Okay, what did I see? Sent you a background pic. Did Orange like Volcano? Okay, cool. I'm gonna check that out. I'll punch someone for making me draw for an Uno. Billy Bob, what's his name? Thornton. There we go. I knew it was some guy with 3 names. It was the movie where he's like, oh, now I don't remember who it was, actually. Now I don't know which one was which. I got it mixed up. Where it was, he's like, this is my happy face. He's like a guy who, like, is looking after cheerleaders or something. I can't remember. But he goes, this is my happy face. Okay, how's that? This music, again, we're just like in Top Gun. Ooh! Check that, Orange. She's got that blending down pat. Tommy Lee Jones! Did I say Tommy Lee Curtis? I'm a mess. Okay. We've got black and white left, and we're done. Oh yeah, we're done before making it Tay version. Tommy Lee Curtis? Jamie Lee might be offended. Oh yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis. Right. He needs a hickey. You guys. I swear it's not a hickey. I'll record my Cairo doing it next time so you guys know. Okay. So we're about to use some black, everybody, and we're going to be using a very small paintbrush. Okay? Doesn't actually have to be very small, kind of small paintbrush, okay? You don't want it to be chocolate milky. You want more paint than water. Just get that there. You want more paint than water. And we're just going to start by almost making an outline here under his mouth. And in here, see how we are just kind of filling in the space for his dark throat hole. Look at that already. Look at that 3D effect we just achieved there. And under that tongue, let's make a couple lines. Meet, meet. Sound effects required. That's something else I feel like I can put on merch. That'd be a good one. Sound effects required. And so the thing about this black outline that we're doing right now on his mouth is we're putting teeth right through that. But the dark will just help us differentiate. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We're also just going to draw a line straight down his tongue. See that? Okay, cool. I think that's good. We can make one more dark line on this side. Okay, saw that all come together. And at the bottom, we can accentuate that jawline. Right? So I'm not even doing a full outline. It's not going to be a full outline across the whole thing, just certain areas. You can full outline it if you want. And same down here with his hand. This arm is in the front, so we want to give it just a darker outline to show that it's in front, right? But again, we're not outlining the whole guy. We're just outlining certain parts to jump forward. I wonder what it's like to have a jawline. Kenzie, we were talking about you earlier. Look at that little arm. And like, remember, he has two big triangle nails off the back. They can be black or, hey, they can be fun. You want to paint them pink? On my neon T-Rex, I painted them pink. Well, first, somebody brought up your greatest fear, so I said, don't talk about that if Kenzie's here, but you weren't here, so that's fine. And then I talked about how you and Justin won't let me make merch that says schlob. What? It's illegal. It's not illegal. Okay. And guess what? With the black we still have, he's got a nostril, which is literally just a line that curves a little bit. Meep. Meep, meep. Make it on blankets. Especially because my designs have like the drippy effects to it. Why not make it on socks while you're at it? Okay, you guys. Stop being inappropriate. Okay. We're going to come up to this eyeball, and with black, we are going to outline the whole circle, but we're going to make it darker in front. Like, see, we're going to do basically a C around that eyeball. Bring it close. Right? Wow, we're just raving to some weird dubstep. Okay, is that good for our black paint at the moment? Oh, I guess he should probably make his claws back here also black. But other than that, I think that's good for now. Just checking it all. Because now we're going to go in. Well, I guess his eyeball, you can color his eyeball whatever color you want. I kind of failed you on that one. Because the eyeball is just going to be whatever color you want and then have a dot right in the middle. So it's not as cartoony, which is funny in the end. Maybe not in the middle, maybe closer to the left than in the middle. Right? I know, I keep calling it a his, Dresden. That's just me being the worst. Her. It's me, I'm just making it a man by accident. We're just painting a normal T-Rex, and then the last 10 minutes is going to make it a Tay-Rex. Okay. What we need to do here, I know I said that we just had a white layer, but I lied to you. You're going to bring out our original color. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. We're still using this paintbrush, the small one we were just using. And I'm going into the green, the original dark green we were using, fresh out of the tube, not changed up. If you're using pink, use your pink. You want the dark color. And we are just going to make some of his like wrinkles and stuff. It's just like an extra detail layer. But since we went in with a lot of white, it lightened them up a lot. So let's go and make some like wrinkles in here, right? So let's give him like some wrinkly throat lines. Following kind of the shape of the lines we had there before. Maybe he's got some of these throat ones. We can accentuate that shoulder a little better. And see, like, now that we did the splatter at the bottom, now we're really cleaning it up and it's not going to feel as messy because our outlines don't have splatter on top. Our shadows don't have splatter on top. We can kind of accentuate that lip of his. Right? And remember, you can always bring it to as much detail as you want. Like maybe you want to splatter dark green on it as well. To get even more a dimension in his, her skin. Right? Again, I'm just squinting at that picture I'm looking at. And just seeing where there are some darker spots and some darker lines that we can add some shapes to. He looks hilarious because he doesn't have teeth. I feel like I should take a picture of him like Grandpa. We were at Grandpa's stage. T-Rex. Okay. And again, completely up to you. How much detail do you want to do? You can go in with this dark green and literally draw like little lines. His little scalies or whatever I guess a dinosaur might have. Guys, who are we kidding? Dinosaurs probably were hairy. I believe it. Yeah, you can add as much detail as you wish. Right? Okay. Are you guys ready to get some white in there? AKA some teethies? Yeah, yeah, yeah. How's that? Okay, okay, I'm just getting picky now, you guys. Okay. We are going to need pure white and lots of it. This might be a time too for you to go change your water. Maybe it is really mucky and it will affect your white and it won't go on smooth and fresh. I can give you guys a second to change some water. As I show you guys my... Now I'm just self-conscious of my Cairo hickeys. Okay. Oops. We'll get off PBS again. Okay. And the teeth are pretty straightforward, you guys. When you're working with white acrylic paint, the more opaque you want it, the less water you want to use. The more water, it gets more translucent. So we're just going on with whatever, a regular little paintbrush we've been using this whole time. I got a bunch of white on my paintbrush here. Let's paint some teeth. So we're going to come up right to that line. And we're going to draw a couple little ones. They can even be close together. And then as we get down the curve a little bit, this peaceful music we're listening to as we paint a T-Rex. And like he has weird ones, like there's a little tooth there, and then oh, they get bigger. And like in this picture I'm looking at, like his teeth aren't even sharp, but you can make them sharp if you want. Speaking of teeth, gotta go. Baby just woke up and she's teething and not taking it well. Oh my Lanta, honey bee. Good luck with the teething baby. At least she gave you some time to hang out with us. Okay. See you. See how they change in size. They're pretty sporadic. I think this one should be the biggest one. He's got canines like we do. But again, I don't think it really like matters. It's gonna look like a T-Rex either way. And they get a little bit smaller as we go back. And then what's gonna help this mouth out a little bit is we're gonna go on the bottom of that circle now and do teeth come out of that angle. Show it closer after. But see, these teeth start at this line. Now these teeth go to that bottom circle. That's the back of his mouth. Alright? And we're going to darken them up a tiny touch just so that there's some difference between them, but... And same thing, you guys. Same thing down here. That looks glorious, Tay. Oh my gosh. Thanks. I can't wait to see everybody else's too. It's been quiet in the class a little bit. Sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's a bad thing. Oops. There's a big tooth right there, and it's literally just a little square. He's got some big teeth on the bottom too. And these ones are a little bit weirder than go small. How's that? That's pretty cool. Okay. And then you guys know the highlight game, like you're literally just gonna go through and add just a couple splotches of white highlight on some things. Like, okay, let's put some on his little hand. Look how that pops that guy out. Maybe we'll do a couple little lines on his shoulder. It's again, play that squinting game. Squint at the picture we're looking at right here. Right here. And you can almost see where those white pieces pop out. Like there's a lot right here on his chin. Right? So the purpose of a highlight, I don't know if I know the exact like purpose, but it's very important in your piece to have a range of highlight to shadow so that people's naked eye think it's real. Because if you have a picture and there's no shadow and there's no light source, your eye's like, what? Like, it's weird. People's eyes don't understand it. So of course we're drawing something cartoon and it's a little bit different than that, but when you have a full wide range, it just shows depth and it shows shape. 100%. It's exactly what, exactly. Contour exactly. So you can, yeah, go around and add some little touches of white if you wish. Like under here if you want. In his mouth a little bit. Through little parts of his mouth skin flap. Whatever that's called. And remember, if you add more water to your brush, your white will become more translucent and it won't go on as solid. And it kind of will dry with a little bit of a translucency, which is nice sometimes. Mouth skin flap is exactly like bottom body ball. We learn new words here and we pretend like they're real. Oh, not new words, terms. Oh, I smell somebody kicking dinner. Smells good. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to make that line there, but we're just gonna go for it. I added very minimal detail to the back arm because I wanted it to kind of be pushed into the background. Completely up to you if you want to add more to it. And realistically, this is basically all you need for a T-Rex. I'm going to keep coming in here and just adding some more of those little white lines that we can see in the picture. Again, it's just more detail that you want. Realistically, you don't have to add any of these crazy lines. You could have, you have the base shape that we started this T-Rex with. Tay-Rex with. And then you can bump it up to as realistic or as many details or as whatever as you want. You can splatter it with multiple different colors. You can go in with different colors. Remember that one girl that sent a picture in? She has used 2 different colors of green. Okay. The only thing that I'm just going to do for us, just the step that I didn't talk about, we might just want to value-wise, like add a touch of black into your white. And on these teeth that are supposed to be in the background, just do like a swipe of dark gray. And I don't know if you guys can tell. Maybe let's bring it closer. Can you see just putting that dark gray right over top of those back teeth? It just pushes them into the distance a little bit more. I can give you guys a close view of some of the parts. Like there's the hand. See how the back one is literally nothing. You could outline the entire thing if you want. Like you could bring this black outline throughout the whole thing. Some people don't like outline. Is that a focus? How's that? Is that better? Oh, the grays. Sorry. Yeah, exactly. And that's another like thing that you learn that I learned at school, is that you have to choose when you do your piece. Do you want the things closer to you to be lighter and the things further away to be darker, or vice versa? But either or, you need to pick one is opposite than the other, so that helps people's eyes acknowledge depth, space, shape. Again, depending on how detailed you want to get, you can put a tiny swipe of lighter gray on the right side of every tooth. I'll bring that close again too. Oh my gosh, I dropped it. But you see what that does? It just kind of makes the tooth look like it has more shape. You can outline the teeth with black if you want, depending on what color your background is. Maybe you'll need to do that. Oops. Like, look, outlining that tooth just gives it a whole... I just made them sharper by accident, but... Some people, I always tell people... I always tell people that come to the paint nights that if they want to use a Sharpie because you don't have a paint pen, I would suggest a paint pen, but I know a lot of you are not artists that have a bunch of this stuff at home and don't want to spend a bunch of money on supplies, and that's totally fine. But a Sharpie will work. If you're planning on doing more art, I would suggest investing in a paint marker. But, not necessary. Look, I just did that with a paintbrush. Right? You can outline those to bring them closer in space. But again, you don't have to outline them if you don't want to. You guys know that I'm just, I hide behind my outline as an artist, so... Well, you can outline that baby if you want. Okay. How is that? I just got a message that said crossing my fingers. What does that mean? Oh, my internet is just so slow today. Okay. Are we ready for some Tay? Oh my gosh, Michelle, you did great too. Yours is blue. Okay, my proud level has just grown for all y'all. Just when I panic if it's going to be too hard and you guys are all just nailing it. People are sending in their photos right now, just so you guys know. Some people might want to wait till they make it a Tay-Rex. That's okay as well. Because it's 9:50. So here, you guys, we've got a finished dinosaur. I don't know why my brain just did that. We have a finished dinosaur here. Whoever is not continuing to the Taytayski portion of this session. What type of, not what type of, do you have any more questions? Sorry, my brain just went whoop. Do you have any questions? Do you have any concerns? Anything being weird for you? We can add some dark lines through his mouth. I'm just like getting picky as I wait for confirmation before I turn this into a Tay-Rex. Am I right? Okay. I'm just gonna go for it, you guys. Here is a T-Rex. Guys, I think that went way better than I anticipated. It's so funny that you can see my like face while I'm trying to show you it. Okay. That's the best pan. I'm still frozen, but I'm still going. How's that? Into it. I'm gonna take a picture of it quick. Oops, 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 oops. Go back, go back. Here we've got some... Man! Am I lagging for you guys? My internet is just... angry. Yeah, lagging. Man! Okay, no music for the rest. We'll see if that helps a little bit. Okay, you guys, I'm very proud. It's an angry connection. That makes me mad. This is somebody's painting. It's a white square. They did great. Man, that's weird. I'm plugged in to the internet. Nobody else in the house is using any. Oh, there he is. Look at him. Proud. Proud teacher moments. Let me see if it'll let me go quickly. It's like I just clicked a button and we'll see how long it takes for it to change. Okay, I can't. I'm so millennial, I can't. Okay, how about I just show you on my phone for now, just because that's just a nuisance. It still hasn't loaded. I hate the world. You guys, like, okay. I want to show you guys all the all turned out so good, but my... Oh my gosh. Look at that drippy beautiful. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love them. You did so good. I wish I could show both the original. Well, I guess I have the original. You guys, this is Adam's take 2. Look at that. I'm proud. I'm proud. Okay, is there anything else on there that I'm missing? Or are we ready to get him? Are we ready to get him Taytayski'd into a her? Are we ready to make him into a her? Oh my gosh, I can just smell dinner being cooked and I'm just foaming at the mouth. Okay. So first steps first, we're making that pink bun. Is anybody actually want to make it a Tay-Rex or should I just stop it at T-Rex? Realistically. Are you guys just so proud of your T-Rexes that you don't want to give it a pink bun? Is that fair? I'm going for it anyway. I want to see it. Yeah. I took a picture of him this way, so that's fine. I'm just mean, should I like Adam will tay it up. Adam, my man. Okay, so I just got pink on my brush, and we're literally just gonna start by... Oh yeah, also, hi, Ashlyn. All right. Picking where I want that bun to go. We're not going to do the roots. He's going to be straight pink. So we start by making her have like a little swimmer's cap. And same as always, you can add a little white to your brush and go right into that wet on wet to just give some dimension, like it looks like hair. Who knows? That works. Okay, and then we're gonna keep going back into that pink, and we gotta make that puffy bun. And you literally are just gonna go fing, fing, fing. Gotta have some strays out the side, right? It looks like a blooming onion. Guys, thanks for following along today. Everyone turned out great. Here I was panicking. Look at me, a terrible teacher, just not having faith in my students. And he blew me all out of the water. And again, I'm just going back in with white paint to make that blooming onion more bloomy. Okay? How's that for a bun? Man, I'm proud of that bun, actually. Oh, wait, that's not... You can't even see it. It's a good bun. I wish my hair was actually that color right now. It's just a sad excuse for pink at the moment. Okay, we've got that bun down. And now the lashes. I need this finest comb. Just a thin little baby. Gonna get into that black paint. You want some water on there so you pull it nice. It's just little flicks of the wrist, you guys. You're gonna push harder when you're close to the eye, and then when you flail up, you're gonna release the pressure of the pen a little bit. It's not a pen, the paint brush. Oh, girl. Literally. Thanks, I'm almost done. Check those lashes out. I paid good money for them lashes. Literally, though. Okay, so... Oh, I love her! Okay. I guess while you have this little... So cutie. I guess while I have this black on my... This little thin brush, like, you can put a little ponytail in there. Like a little black line. And of course, if you want to flail some little black hairs in there. If you want. For the jar, oh, Dresden. I'm just calling myself cutie. Is that even... I feel like that's cheating. Man, I love this little paintbrush. Right? Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. Okay, and the piece de resistance. Oh no, I'll do the glasses. Let's do a paintbrush in her hand quick. Look, she's so quickly, she's back to a she. Alright, I'm just gonna grab some black here. And let's just make a paintbrush right in that hand. Congrats on 1K, thank you. That is, I think last week was I hit 1K. It's been a long journey. Thanks, Gold. Also, thanks for that follow. Okay, we've got a paintbrush in there. Right? And just, I was gonna say, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna make the tip of that paintbrush pink. Because I think that's cool. It's just gonna be a pop right outside. You liked painting a lot too, but then you quit. Well, it looks like you found me at the right time. Because you're going to come back next Thursday. And I taught everyone how to paint this. Everyone watching at home, paint it along. You can too. Everybody starts sucking at painting. I sucked at painting at one point too. You just gotta do it if you want to. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. Just like anything. I'm a firm believer that anybody can paint. I don't think it's a God-given talent. I think anyone can paint. How's that for a paintbrush? Your painting says something else, though. Hey! Like I'm saying, it's just because I've been painting for so long. Thank you for the compliment. But it's just because I've been painting for so long. I sucked at one point, but now I got it. Okay, paintbrush in my hand, and then the glasses are gold. Avi. Let's get some gold on there. Tay or Ratatouille. Anyone can paint. Anyone can cook. Anyone can paint. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm nervous to just draw a circle on there. Think that's a good size? Whatever, Taylor. Just go for it. Trust the process, right? Still gonna use... Art is like walking. You're gonna skin your knees. It's definitely labor intensive. Yes. Very... Yes, that's a more profound way to put it than how I said it. I like that better. I would think that the like God-given part that everyone speaks of is just like picking it up quicker or wanting to try more, right? Because some people like don't have any interest, like they don't care. They could learn, but they rather spend their time doing something else, and that's totally fine. Sorry, I can't breathe when I do that. I am right-handed. Does it look opposite? It's just because the camera that's looking at me is flipped. The glasses. Oh my gosh, you guys remember how I had blisters a couple weeks ago? One of them actually got infected. So I rode on the rowing machine twice, and I got blisters so bad that one got infected, and I haven't been able to row for like the last week and a half. Classic Tay problems. Okay, so there's one there, and then... Yeah, you guys, rowing is that frickin' dangerous. You heard it here first, folks. You thought the blisters were from painting so much? Hey, I got those painting blisters out of my system early on in my life. I've been painting every day for many a days. For many a years, really. But no, I was trying to do physical activity for once in my life, and my baby little hands just couldn't handle it. Blisters and hickeys are falling apart. Yeah. Okay, love it. I'm just gonna cheat with a paint marker just because I'm taking a little bit longer than I want. My tattoo looks good, thank you. Didn't it heal pretty? Like, I feel like it literally healed exactly as it looked when I came home with it. I'm really pumped. Oh, thanks, you guys. To be honest, sometimes I'm still, like, surprised by it. Like, yeah, there's splatter on my arm. I literally told the tattoo artist, I was like, girl, I gotta have some splatter or else who am I? Yeah, you're right. How do I tattoo glitter? That's a good call, though. Oops. You fine. Oh, Bahama boy. Thank you, good sir. You mean me as a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Is that what you mean? I am just putting a little bit of an outline on my T-Rex. Hi-cha. Actually, let's get a bigger one. We're just gonna add, come on, little guy. How is that? Into it. And then realistically, to make it look like it's actually glass, is let's the T-Rex is nice, thanks. I like to call it a Tay-Rex now. It's coming to its full Tay-Rex form. Why is this pen so crappy? Okay. Now I'm just gonna do a couple little swipies of white to make it look like glass in there. Oh, that's a Tay-Rex. Oh God, what have I done? What have I done? We're just going for it, that's fine. Now I'm just picking away, you guys. Somebody stop me. Okay. That's a schmexy rexy. I love that. Okay, guys, I think I'm just picking away now. I think that's a... Is that a Tay-Rex or what? Oh, I love her. I'm so happy. There we go. Okay, well. Are we done? I think so. Adam, did you tay it out? Fan art or fan art? Hey, that's... Right, it actually is kind of... It is cool that we just did fan art of fan art. Yes. That makes more sense. Okay, I don't know why my computer just doesn't want to... I'm sad that I can't show you guys, like, nice. It's, like, frozen over there, but let's, Yes, Adam! You guys, does that make Adam's new one fan art of fan art of fan art? Yeah. I think it does. Right? So I made fan art of his fan art. And then his new one is fan art of this fan art. It's a fan art inception, 100%. My mind can't even handle it. I love this one. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay. Who else do we got here, though? There's more. Wow! Look at this one. I am obsessed. And then she goes, uh-oh, just realized purple plus green equals Barney 2.0. Yeah, but I like it. Like, we've got, like, a... This is what Barney actually looks like, kids, just so you know. Way more badass. Oh, Bubsy! That's okay, you caught me the last couple minutes. Oh, of course I got paint on these pants. We're just looking at the finals. Oh, look at the pink cutie. Just that I have to fix their arms, but realistically, that's what a T-Rex arms looks like, isn't it? They're small. Right? Wow, I love. Ooh, your background's pretty too. Oh, I'm sad that I can't show you guys nicely on the computer. They're gonna Tay-Rex it, but they went Jurassic instead, and hey, that's a win as well, if you ask me. Check that background. Love. Okay, what else we got? Still need to outline the teeth. This is amaze balls as well. Honestly, you asked what else to improve. Outlining the teeth is it. Like nice texture, nice background. Yeah, I think he's great. I think just the outline is all you need. Oh, that's a good one. You guys, they all turned out so good. Did anybody else send one in that I didn't show? Let me just try to get this paint off of me. How did this even happen? I was so good. Yeah, you guys, I'm very impressed. Again, not thinking that I didn't think you guys could do it. I just, it was a harder one. Like, obviously, like, look how it was a lot more complex. If you think about what the Post-its look like usually, like, compared to, like, this one, like, that's a pretty complex Post-it. So, you guys just nailed it. I just know never to doubt you ever again. I always wish I would have painted it when I watched. Okay, yeah, but you can watch it on YouTube and do it another time. The shapes were complex, but the shading was straightforward. Yes. Okay, you guys. I know I'm supposed to do a thumbnail. I know it's one of the best parts of the show. But I have to go eat. I'm a shell of a human. And this thumbnail is going to be a little different just because I have to put both. Like, I'm going to put the Tay-Rex and the original. Just do little arms. Just do my Tay arms? Just be you, girl. Great painting session. Go get dinner. Oh, thanks, RCV. Thank you, guys. I'll just stay with my little hands for a bit. I can screenshot one of these. Who knows, right? Done. Thumbnail done. Thanks to Grunge Mania, the two behind Grunge Mania right now, because they're the only reasons why we painted this today. We had a great time, I think. That one was a lot of fun. It went a little bit longer than usual, but that's okay. And I just remembered as I'm ending. Here are the two pieces. So this is the T-Rex that I painted earlier, my Neon Series T-Rex. I used the same reference photo, actually, which is kind of funny. But once you start drawing with shapes like enough, you don't really need to break them down as simple as we did before, so things turn out a little bit different. And then, like she's saying about the glittery bear, look at this cutie. It's me. I'm obsessed. So I just took photos of it recently. I've never tried to print a print with like glitter backgrounds like this. Or neon. So it's going to be very interesting how this is going to print. But I'm going to try. I love him. He's my party bear. You order a Tay pop socket? Okay, cool. That is noted. Very noted. Because I have that. I can make that happen. I'm just going to write it down. Pop socket. Okay. Okay, you guys, you're the best. Thanks for hanging with me. That was a fun night. Happy Thanksgiving to our American friends, even though us Canadians know Thanksgiving already happened. Joe Kaiser coming in at the end. You did. I'm literally saying goodbye as we speak, Joe. No, Joe. I know, because I'm already 20 minutes over. I gotta go eat. Mama's hungry. Thursday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. What time is it for you right now? Because if it's 10:20, it'll be the same time at 8 p.m. for you. If it's different, maybe I'm an hour behind or ahead. I don't know. But next Thursday, I don't know what we're painting yet. Sunday, I will post about it. I'm currently hosting. I have a Black Friday sale on my Etsy. You'll find that clickable link in my bio on Instagram. I'm buy 3, get 2 free with free delivery. It's quite the deal. I'm trying to clear out my inventory. You guys help me out. It is a very good deal. It is a good deal. I thought so. Painted for the people. Painted for the people. Next week, this was kind of my crunch week of madness, and now that the Under 100 show's canceled, it's a little bit calmed down, but who am I kidding? I still have a million things to do. So next week, confirmed Thursday again for sure. 8 p.m. We'll be painting something fun. Feel free to send in your suggestions. That's all I got, folks. That's all, folks. Stream more. I know I have to. My real job, like, quarantine came and I spent all my time streaming, which was no problem. I loved it. It just got me very behind in my work. So right now I'm just trying to, like, catch up. But my goal is to stream more. Like, that's what I would love to do, is spend more time streaming than doing all the other stuff. So that's my goal. It's just not this second, unfortunately. Until I do all my prior commitments, right? I gotta finish all the paintings I said finish. I gotta do all the projects I said I'd do that are like months behind, because I was just like, I'm just doing 2 paint nights a night and having the best time, and then I'm too tired to work after, and what's work has been my last few months. And then here we are just going into another lockdown, so I'm probably just gonna be streaming again, who knows. Okay, you guys, you're the best. Love you. Follow me on Caffeine. Anyone watching this on YouTube, if you made it this far, I feel like people on YouTube probably don't make it this far, but like, come to a live. Caffeine.tv/Taytayski every Thursday, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. RCV, when it talks lockdowns for Canada, every province, which is like a state, has different rules. But yeah, most of the provinces are pretty locked down right now. Ours is a little bit more like, it's not as crazy of a lockdown. I think, for me, personally, I think it's good that there's still, like, people can still, like, go Christmas shopping, even though it seems like not a big deal. It's a big deal. Kids had a rough year, and I think they deserve a happy Christmas. So I think it's good that not everything is fully locked down, but we're pretty, like, so it's like no parties. I think that's where it spreads the most, is everyone at home, like, because you're all wearing masks and stuff at home. So the restrictions are more to, like, you at home, right? So anyways, we'll catch y'all soon. Thursdays for sure, maybe more. Y'all never know. I post every Sunday here on Caffeine, my little bio down here. If you go to caffeine.tv/Taytayski, you'll see my bio. And on my Instagram, I post it all the time. Okay? Here's me saying bye for 7 hours again. Good night, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye.